Like, I asked my sister, I was like, is this happening right now? Like, are we, because we were both like,
are we about to convert?
Yeah, I was like, are we converting right now? So I went to sibling counseling yesterday. It was at a church. We went
what
to
kind of church? Church of Satan?
And we saw like all of their
their brochures.
Yeah, and we were just amazed because there was all this like really progressive stuff. Like, first of all, there's a sign that said everyone is welcome here, and I was like
the gender sign.
Yeah, the gender signs.
Are these okay?
Fine, whatever.
You don't look
They're
thrilled.
not my favorite.
What about these?
Yeah, they had a divorce group like for people that are recently divorced.
You should go there to pick up on women.
No, but my sister thought it was really interesting because in our community, divorce is this like awful thing.
I mean, it's Well, when I was a kid and I went to church all the time, we had divorce groups too.
Yeah, but was it seen as this terrible thing?
I mean, it wasn't great, but like they weren't super judging.
I'm wearing those pants.
Oh, do you not want to?
I want to wear something a little nicer.
Okay. They weren't as judging with divorce as they were with gay people.
Oh. But you were in a very conservative church.
Yeah, I was in like Oklahoma in the 90s.
So we also saw like they had like a food packing thing.
A lot of churches do that.
Groups for like teens with like difficult emotions or like how to deal with
that's good.
You're raising your kids with social media. And we were like, wow, this is like it's like so like necessary. Like it's things that people need today.
So are you telling me you're gonna jump back into religion?
I asked my sister, I was like, is this happening right now? Like, are we, because we were both like,
are we about to convert?
Yeah, I was like, are we converting right now?
Was she like as surprised and into it as you were?
We were both like, this is so cool. Because
so
our
like
community,
at your mosque, they don't have any kind of groups or like support groups like
that? No support
because there's like support groups for like a lot of things.
And they have like, the only thing they have is like early childhood education, but like very limited amount. And this church had that too. So I was like, whatever, like we're not losing anything by switching. Oh, they also had a singles calendar.
Yeah,
like in our
church
mosque,
had that.
In our mosque, like it's the singles calendar is like weird aunties like trying to hook you up with other people. We're like, wow, this is so progressive and inclusive and supportive. It's a great community to be a part of.
I mean, sure.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the downside is the Jesus stuff. Like I asked my sister, I'm like, when you were leaving, I'm like, all this stuff is so great. Like, why do they have to throw the Jesus in there?
Yeah.
Like, why can't it just be like a cool,
good community
of people that support each other in these ways?
I mean, that would be nice. Oh yeah, we were talking earlier about how, well, that like I feel like people overcomplicate it and they have to like instead you should just be a nice person, but then people have to create this backstory of religion. It's just like, and they have to have a reason why they should be a good person. Just be a good person.
Yeah, but maybe
you don't need to be a good person because Jesus told you to.
Yeah,
just because you should do it.
Right. My sister was like, well, stories are like important and people are moved by stories, right? And
you mean like biblical stories or what? Or what
just
are you
like a story of like Jesus or like in general, like stories are what unite us. And I think the reason it can't be that way is because people for a community, they need something to unite them, right? And I think Jesus
or they need a commonality.
Right. And like if I went to those singles events, there'd probably be people who are like super into Jesus or just like kind of into Jesus and like into like going to church and like I'm not into that, right?
You just want the community aspect without the Jesus.
Yeah.
Without the magic in the sky.
Right. Without the magic white man or not white man, like.
Well, he wasn't, but.
He wasn't, yeah.
But.
Fictionally,
but white people think he was.
Right, yeah. Like, I just want the community.
He was brown.
Right, he was
Jesus
brown.
Was brown.
Yeah,
you could have been related to Jesus.
People, yeah. Wait, I'm white, so.
In your mind. Your attitude is white. Well, when I used to go to counseling with my sister at a church, because my dad when my mom died, me and her would go to counseling, but it wasn't to fix our own relationship. It was just to talk about like my mom dying.
But together or like?
We went together and I loved it.
Why?
Because the counselor was actually really good and she was actually pretty open and accepting. It was in Colorado. Oh. Like she knew that I was gay and had a boyfriend.
I mean, it's not hard.
Whatever.
To figure that out.
Nobody knows. Okay. We would like all three talk about stuff and I really enjoyed it.
Huh.
I mean, it's a little different for you.
Right, because we're trying to like...
You're talking about your relationship, whereas me and my sister are talking about my mom. So I don't know. But I did really like it.
Can't have to watch.
Yeah.
Do you think that made you much closer to your sister?
Yeah, but we were already
You're
really
already
close.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it did, but yeah, we were already so close because.
But that's cool that you had that, right? Like in our community, there is nothing like
there's
that.
no like Muslim counseling.
No. There's no like if someone in your family dies, like everyone comes to the funeral. First of all, our funerals are super fucking boring. I heard
really?
that.
Well, your weddings are exciting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to like. I've decided. Oh, this is off topic. Yeah.
Is that the tightest one?
I think it is.
Oh.
I'll double check.
You know how I like it tight.
Oh my god. Wait, what were you saying about your funerals are boring? It is.
Yeah, they're all the same. Like, there's no...
I mean, funerals are not usually, like, an exciting event. Like, it's not like the event of the century.
I met this girl the other day who was here for a funeral, and she sang at her friend's funeral.
Yeah.
And, like, we don't do that. We all
sang at funerals.
Yeah, but all we do is recite the same verses from the Quran, and then we go around in the circle. All the women cry, and then the men take the...
Why can't the men cry? Men should cry. Men have emotions.
Right. Well, we're like expected not to.
Oh, yeah.
And then the men take the body out to the gravesite. The women are not allowed.
To go even to the gravesite?
Yeah.
Well, the men carry usually the casket just because they're stronger. Sure, but women go to the...
You're saying men are stronger than women?
Physically, yes.
Okay. We'll address that later. They just give their like condolences, and that's like it. There's nothing after that. Like
no follow-up?
No.
Oh.
It's terrible.
So maybe religion isn't as bad as we think it is.
I think so.
I think it is.
I mean, I think it's... I guess we can get past the magic man in the sky.
Well, I think both of us have this idea of religion that it's like super old school and like that they're not progressive. Right. But some churches, not all, have progressed. There's like a church by my house that has a rainbow flag.
Yeah.
This is like reconciling. And like the church I practice with the men's chorus is like a very pro-trans and pro-gay, pro-Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Like, so some churches are very progressive. When a lot of people like talk about like leaving their religion or kind of turning away from their faith, the one thing that they miss about it is the community aspect. Right. I think that's a really cool aspect. That's the only cool thing.
Right. But I mean, that's like that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like other than the Jesus thing, it's all community.
Yeah.
Right. And
they do a lot of stuff to help their community. Churches do kind of community outreaches, and I think that's a good thing. I just hate when people are like so against progressives. Like the thing I go to do prayers on Thursday nights, like at a friend's place. It's just at a friend's. It's not at like mosque. No, it's not like an official thing. But someone got pissed because we were reciting one of the things in English. Oh, and I was God. I don't understand the other one. Like. Wow, so, that is, maybe... someone's like, this is not how it's supposed to be done. I'm like, fuck you. Like, if your guys' religion wants to continue, then you need to evolve. You need to evolve, exactly. So anyway. Share and subscribe and like and... What do you guys think about religion? Yeah, tell us what you think about religion. Like, if you hate it or if you actually find some good value in it and how you handle the Jesus and Muhammad bullshit. Yeah. Okay, bye.